What up, do everybody? It's your boy Norman J coming at y'all real quick. With Detroit Lions discussion, man. Sunday's game was pretty much everything. If you watch my last video, it was pretty much everything I predicted it to be. For any real Lions fan, you know the Lions, when they don't have anything else to play for but pride and development, they go do their best to show their tails game 17 no matter who they play. So that was pretty much the same case this past game. They took it to the fullest extent. I mean, they did so many trick plays that it made no sense. The first half of the game to me was the most interesting half, obviously, because it was the half that Green Bay elected to play Aaron Rodgers for the first half, along with Devontae Adams and some of the starters. They kept out, of course, Aaron Jones and Darius Smith, I think, out for the season anyway, possibly. But other than that, they kept out maybe a starter or so out the game. And it kind of went the same way game 2 went this year against them. So the first half, we were leading in halftime, going into halftime. And I thought that was a cool gesture. Excuse me. I thought that was a cool gesture by Matt LaFleur, to let some of his starters, including Aaron Rodgers, play the first half of the game because they obviously have retained the number one seed, so they go have the bye week, and for them to still get some playing time for them, that's good. Not that I'm a Packers fan or anything like that, but it's just that I wanted our team to face Aaron Rodgers this then so we can get a good taste of him. Get that experience of playing him. Not that it automatically is going to make you a better team, but you want to get more adjusted to playing against a quarterback with that type of skill set that he has. You know what I'm saying? Especially after just dealing with Russell Wilson the week before, and even Matt Ryan to a certain extent the week before that. So you wanted to give him that experience of playing those top kind of quarterbacks and see how they stack against them, and they fought. And then in the second half of the game, I think he did the real right gesture and letting Jordan Love come in and get those reps as a young quarterback that's developing behind him. They're trying to get him to learn as much as he can from watching the game from the sideline and being behind Aaron Rodgers and getting a feel for the team. So that was good for both. I'm glad Matt LaFleur did do that. And the Lions, of course, stood to a book of tricks. Pretty much watched the game. You saw all the flea flickers. I loved the flea flicker that led to Brock Wright. That was kind of my favorite trick play because I love seeing tight ends get those type of moments to be able to make plays, and I like Brock Wright as a backup tight end for T.J. Hawkinson. It's obviously opportunity to get him more confident. And then when you, of course, Amon St. Brown, the man who leads all the targets, the hot hand of the passing game. The guy they like to move the ball with, and I have no problem with it. But like I said before last week, they go to him a little too much. I was kind of hoping they spread the ball just a little bit more in this game. Try to get some other looks like Tom Kennedy, who threw the touchdown pass to Khalif Raymond for a big play that led to a touchdown, obviously. So on one of those trick plays, so it's like kind of want to see him maybe get some catches and some more targets, or try to throw to Kadel Hodge, even if he was available. Just to see what you have and let them make their last stake before they go into the off season and try to maybe battle for it in training camp and stuff. So we can but it is what it is. Defense come away with 3 turnovers in the second half. Of course, 2 interceptions at the end of the game, and then the forced fumble that happened. I believe it was AJ Parker who knocked it out, and then Melifonwu picked it up. Who, by the way, Melifonwu also made a couple of nice plays with Devontae Adams in this game too when he was in there. So that was really good experience for him to come in and still get that reps. That's kind of why I was happy about Matt LaFleur letting that first team get some reps against us in the early part of the game, because it gave our young players, our young draft picks, a chance to play against these guys, man, and get that experience again. If I can repeat myself. So obviously AJ Dillon is a piece I like for Green Bay. I'm not even gonna lie. I see why they got him in the second round. I think next year he's going to be even having a bigger role. We'll see what happens with Rodgers and Devontae Adams after this year, but best believe he and Aaron Jones are going to be a very scary duo to deal with. So I'm just watching for that one. Ooh, that's why Brad Holmes has to go in this draft and do it right, man. He has got to get this defensive front some firepower, man. You cannot come in here with a piss poor defense, man. You know, don't just go for the sassy names just because they're sassy. Get some guys in here that can get after it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just talking about in the first round. I'm talking about the second round picks, some third round picks that we have. We got a fifth rounder. You know, we got a couple sixth rounders in the seventh round. We got to make good use of these picks to get players in here, pieces, and whatever veteran you can afford to get yourself in free agency to try to get some defensive players in here that can help stop that run and claw them, fill them gaps up, man, and stop, you know, do whatever we can to get in the backfield and try to generate the best pass rusher we can possibly get. Hopefully we can get Romeo back into groove. Off the record, Frank Radnow, I hear today for the offensive line is back to running. By the way, shout out to the O-line. This O-line has not been healthy at all season. Our full starting line has not played together at all this year. If you haven't noticed, you know, for a while Decker was out, and it was Matt Nelson in, and right when Decker was making his return, you got freaking Frank Radnow going out for the season. And then you lose. You have Penei Sewell at the end. I think he didn't play yesterday, if I'm correct. Jonah Jackson played center yesterday, so that should tell you he even missed a couple games, I think, this year. Jonah himself, and you even had Evan Brown, the primary undrafted rookie backup center, missed the games this year due to COVID, and they had some other guy in there who I can't even think his name was against Denver, and we still managed to generate some run game. So the Lions O-line coach, Frank Haley, is to me coach MVP for this team, because I know people want to give it to Aaron Glenn, but that O-line has been one of the most consistent parts of this entire team, despite the personnel that's been in there, in and out. You realize that the coaching, when he got here, that was starting to become a real change. And now we see this year that it has. The fact that we got guys we can't even name stepping in on that O-line, and they still find a way to produce off the ground, and even some subpar good pass protection. That just tells you the coaching is real. You know what I'm saying? That's what they have to do. It's been reported today that Aaron Glenn, I believe, got interviewed or is going to have an interview with the Denver Broncos for a vacant head coaching. Vic Fangio obviously being fired. So is Brian Flores, who I wouldn't mind bringing on his staff for defense, on the defensive side of the ball, especially if we, you know, do lose Glenn. We may have to see if he can do defensive coordinator for us, possibly. But I doubt Glenn to take the head coaching job. I'm not sure. I kind of hope he stays to kind of help finish what he's starting over here with Dan Campbell. But we'll see what happens there. Like I said, Brad Holmes holds all the keys. And, you know, you got to go out there and get some talent, man. I don't want to see no wide receivers in the first couple of rounds and running backs. I need to see defense. You know what I'm saying? We need to develop the defense. We got to see what's going to go on with Okuda. I'm not about to throw him in the garbage either, because he, you know, he's still young. I can't give up a player that's young like that. I know people rate him off, but I'm not going to be one of the guys to do that. So I want to see what happens a lot this offseason. I think we need to approach free agency similar to what we did this past free agency with this regime. Just don't give contracts to guys you know may flop out on you after the first game, okay? We get somebody that's, you know, mid-tier or less that you can get for a one-year deal on a fair $7 million deal, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, hopefully we can re-sign Josh Reynolds too. I would like to at least get him a 2-year deal to stay here. As a veteran wide receiver, he did make some veteran catches for us. It helped Jared Goff out a lot. You got some tweaking to do with the offensive coordinator, because Anthony Lynn is out too, by the way. They departing ways with him, so we'll see what happens there if Ben Johnson will take over. It almost feels like that could be a possibility. It's not for certain, but it could be a possibility. I'm also interested in my other candidates. I'll make a video on that separate about who I think we should target if they don't hurry up and make a hire already and bring Ben Johnson or somebody up or Deuce Staley. We'll see what happens there. Y'all can leave in the comment section who y'all would like to see too. That's the OC now that Lynn's gone, and do you think Aaron Glenn will be out of here too? But you know, like I said, man, Dan Campbell, for a quick grade, I have to give him a C+ at best for right now. We're going to get deeper into why I give him a grade or if I'll change it for the better or for worse. It's been a roller coaster with Dan Campbell. I get I feel like he was battling with himself, trying to be aggressive and then trying to do the right thing and balance himself this year, and it went up and down. I know he got a lot of slack for the things he did wrong, a lot of stuff called his way for what he did wrong and what he made mistakes on. But, at the end of the day, it's what we expected. So I didn't kill him for it with this Renegade team. It's not like they have a tremendous amount that they're working with, especially on the defensive side of the ball. And Jared Goff and every quarterback we have sitting there playing like, a bunch of wussies most of the season. So, and, Jared Goff really didn't have but one really good game, and that was probably against Arizona. No offense, I know some fans will disagree with that, but that was really on his best game of the whole entire season. So, and I know, and I'm not for the stats. I know we got some wins against 2-10 win plus teams, and Minnesota's 8 wins this year. I know we had some good wins this year, but other than that, I'm not about to back too much into it. We know what the real issue is, and it's not me being negative, but we go see what happens. We gotta be strategic of how we look at every move that this franchise make. I'm not getting too hyped, not getting too sour on them. Staying myself in the middle and watching what happens, man, because at the end of the day, you don't want to let the Kool-Aid take control. You got fans already saying if we get all defense and science and receivers, we'll be a playoff team. I'm like, oh, stop, slow your roll. We don't even know if they go overhaul this roster 100% yet, or who even officially drafting with that second pick overall, with Jacksonville destroying the Colts to retain number 1. Never know. They may make a trade and trade down to take a lineman, and we might have a team to trade up with them to get a quarterback. So we don't know what's going to happen officially yet in the draft when that comes. And like I said, we got bad contracts, specifically Trey Flowers. They got to get off the books some kind of way because you can't trade them. We got a lot of work to do. And I'm interested to see how they go about it. Brad Holmes, you basically on the clock. But for the most part, man, salute to Dan Campbell at the same time. Even if I gave him a lesser grade, I say salute to him. He got us 3 wins. At times we didn't think we was going to get a win, and we squeezed out 3 of them in a tie, if you want to count that, which I don't. And yeah. Hopefully these young players, man, we'll see what happens with Tracy Walker. We'll see what happens with if they want to give a bat load to Amani Oruwariye, what they going to do with the O-line depth. You know what I'm saying? Is Evan Brown going to be able to stay around for our depth rotation? We'll see what happens with all that. And, shout out to the Lions organization for putting up a fighting season, if you want to call it, man. Shout out to Dan Campbell. Shout out to Brad Holmes. You know what I'm saying? Tip yourself on the back. This ain't no time for celebration, really. This time to get to work. The real work starts now. So, what I'm saying? I gotta see what they finna do. And with that being said, everybody, tone your Kool-Aid down. Water down, son. It's your boy, Gnome Jay. This is your boy, Gnome Jay. Y'all stay easy. Y'all be safe out there. Wear your mask. It's your boy, Gnome Jay, and I'm out. Peace.